Guys, sorry about that rude interruption. You heard my dogs going crazy. And again, so I was saying that it became very comical about Samson in the Bible. And like I said, dealing with the Philistines, he went down to, he wanted to go to Timnath. Now, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but it was called Timnath or something like that. Because he found the wife that he wanted. And that's what he was wanting to go and get. And he begged his parents, and they just said, why you can't get a woman from our crew? Why you got to go messing with the Philistines? So, the Philistines already had rule over Israel and all of that, so. And then they were uncircumcised. So he was, Samson's parents was like, why we got to do all this? Why we got to, go down there bothering these people? And so, what makes it comical is Samson had his eyes set on what he wanted. So, he even got married and, did all of that. So, my thing was, I was looking back at my life and I was like, dang. Because somebody brought it to my attention about Samson and his hair. Like I said, them 7 locks that he got cut out. When they cut that hair off, they were able to defeat him because he lost his strength. But while he was in jail, his hair started growing back. He asked God to, let him get that strength one more good time, enough to defeat the Philistines again. Because he was killing up everybody. Samson was a warrior. With that strength in his hair, he was getting everybody. Hey, Mariah. He was getting everybody. So, that's what I was saying. My strength is in, worshiping. I feel like if I don't worship God on a daily, or if I don't somehow just say thank you, it's like I lose all my strength. So I'm like Samson in the Bible. It's like somebody don't cut my hair off and I'm losing my strength. Now, of course, this ain't my hair. Y'all get the point. You know what I'm saying when I say that. But it's symbolic. My life has been symbolic to Samson. If you want to read about Samson and his strength and when he killed the lion and he began to eat he took the feast back to his family with the honey. If you want to read about that, you can go to Judges 13 through 16 and read about Samson, honey. And it will tell you how Samson was forbidden to visit his wife. How Samson was bound by Judah. And how, of course, the Philistines had rule over Samson at the time, or Israel. And then it says how Samson went to Gaza and he laid with a harlot. So when he laid with that harlot and then he laid with Delilah. Delilah was actually the one that got all the secrets. The Philistines made her, try to get his trust and stuff. So she can get the secret to how to defeat him. So her name was Delilah. Y'all, read it for yourself. Try to apply it to your life. I'm telling you, when I think of the times when church was closed, since this epidemic has been going on and all that stuff, and not being able to serve God fully like I used to, because He's supposed to be in your heart. Hey, money girl. God's supposed to be in your heart. So, once you got him in there, can't nobody take it. That's why they say hide the word in your heart, because once they take the books off the shelves and all of that, you ain't gonna have nothing else to refer back to. So if you got it in here, that's why they say renew your mind daily. And that means read some verses daily. Get out of my face, Rocket, and get some understanding. And keep that knowledge that you know, because knowledge is power. So once you know all you need to know about the word, or you'll never know all of it. Once you know what you know, nobody can take that from you. I just encourage you to read it, because once they cut off them 7 locks, after Delilah went back and told everything that she knew, the Philistines they moved in. And they held him down. They cut their hair off. They had him then. He was no more good. Then they put him in jail and all of that. And he stayed there, but he was also talking to God now. He was like, give me one more chance. Because that hair started going back. And like I said, his strength was in his hair. And that hair started going back. We started getting some of that strength back. He was just wanting to. He killed more people that last time before he died himself than he had ever killed. He was killing thousands of people at a time. So he killed however many people was in that big old, what we would say mansion, full of people. He killed more people than Philistines than he ever did. So it's just power, strength. Like I said, his strength was in his hair. So my life, I said, was symbolic to that, because if I don't praise and worship God, it's like I'm losing my power. I lose my strength. Definitely ain't got no energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, it's hard, because you lose your direction or you lose your focus. You forget where you're going. You forget where you're going in God too. And all those divine appointments and everything, yeah, you miss some of those too. You don't end up at the right place at the right time like you're supposed to. So I'm just telling you guys this, to read these verses in Judges 13 and 16. Read about Samson. See if your life is symbolic to, see if you can compare yours like I did. Because I'm just looking at my life, where it's headed, things I've been through, things I'm going through. And of course, I can't see the future, so things are to come. Hey, Betrayal, how you doing, girl? Long time no see. You just got to think about it and stay focused, and always review and always do a self-check and see where you headed. Make sure make it count. Make it count, y'all. Believe it or not, y'all, I didn't eat the biscuit. Hey, biscuits are good. But I was more focused on chicken and the coleslaw. Coleslaw ain't all that, but I ain't had time to add my own fling to it. So it's okay. It's still good. With this little honey mustard sauce. It's that Sweet Baby Ray. See, it's almost gone. Let you know. It get used. My stepdaughter brought that over here. She don't know I've been using it up. And it's good. But yeah, so let me see. So again, Delilah's job was to portray Samson. She did it. She did it to the core. But all through the different scriptures, he was giving her little lies, pretty much. She was asking him what she had to do to defeat him and all this stuff and all of that. And every time he would give us some type of response, but it would never be the truth. She got closer and closer to him. He ended up telling her everything. So she went behind his back, called him Philistine. They defeated him. 7 locks. Cut off his head. He lost all his strength. If he would never open his mouth or made that decision to lie with her or lay with her, whatever word you prefer, it wouldn't have went down like that. But I don't know. It's just a lot of scriptures and passages in the Bible that, especially in Psalms, that break down your own life if you really just put yourself in the story. It tells a story. You put yourself in it. A lot of times you'll see yourself. Or you'll see somebody else, maybe a family member or something. And you definitely will see a lot of the things and struggles that we go through here on this earth today. You'll see it in there if you just pick a good time where you're by yourself and you can hear from God. Pick a time to read it. And get some things in your own knowledge so you'll know. So people can't come up to you and tell you stuff. You think they got it all together. And they can't even tell you what scripture they got it from or whatever. Because me and you can read the same scripture, but we might get a different understanding. At the end of the day, it should add up. Because I see God on everything. I ask him for his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding on before I even go into reading his word. And I repent because I don't know what I done got into or what I done thought that could have been in error before I go into his word. Because at that point, I'm on holy ground, so I'm definitely not trying to disrespect the word. Okay? I got my errors and hang-ups just like anybody else. I'm not perfect, far from it. But I do strive to be better today than I was yesterday. And if I could just tell you a little bit about what happened yesterday in my world, you would be like, wow. So, again, different tests come up in our life, and we always say nothing can change us or turn us back from trying to live right or serve God. As soon as something come up, we turn into that old man that we were before. And I noticed a lot of that yesterday, even though the situation that took place was hurtful and near and dear to my heart. It was just like, I prayed, but I still ceased. You know, you're not supposed to pray without ceasing. You're not supposed to give in or, give up. You're supposed to pray and know that God got you and believe and trust that he got you and everything's going to work out. And I didn't do that. I got upset. I began to use a lot of foul language, and I called myself out because I had to ask God for forgiveness because that is not me. But obviously, it's still in me. So there's a difference. Me and my cousin was talking about this on yesterday. There's truly a difference between being delivered and to say that something is over, it's done. Deliverance means you deliver from it, meaning you're not going to go lick up your vomit and do it again. Now, when you're done with something or over it or whatever, word you want to use, it's like, or when you healed from something was the words that we use. We use healed and delivered. So again, healed is different. You can become sick again. So if you're healed from something, who's to say you can't get it again? I think that's the big difference, because delivered is more like, I've been delivered from this. This is over in my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's going to come up again. But as far as being healed from something again, you can get sick again. So things like that can come back up. So when I say I'm healed from something, it's different from when I say I'm delivered from something. So I had been healed from my cousin's spirit. But yesterday, like I said, I was under attack and didn't notice it. And I allowed myself to get really upset and out of place. And so again, on live, I asked God to forgive me again because I really lost sight of who I say I serve. And again, I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. But when I say this is how I'm trying to live, that's what I mean. So nobody's perfect but God and God alone. You have to literally ask God for forgiveness every day. Every day that he blesses us with a new day is another day for us to get it better and be a better us today than we were on yesterday. So, and not to look back and say, oh, I did this. Oh, I feel so bad. Oh, I'm finna give up. No, that's the chance that you have and the opportunity to do it different, to do something better and not to lose your strength. Because again, Samson in the Bible, he had 7 locks. When they cut them 7 locks off of Samson's head, he wasn't able to defeat them. He couldn't fight. He couldn't do anything. So he had to wait until his time came again so he could reign and blink on all these people enough to the point where they know Samson did it. He been there. How you know you used to write stuff on trees and on the board or whatever. Sparkle been here or was here or something like that. You know how we used to do that back in the day. Y'all know. Hey, nephew. But, same thing. That's what Samson was doing. He was putting his mark on it. He was putting his stamp on it. He was saying, you know, what he had been through. And he wanted God to just give him another chance. When that little bit of hair started growing back, Samson was like, okay, I'm getting my strength back. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting out of here. Pretty much. But this is awesome. I'm telling you guys. Read Judges 13 through 16. See what you get out of it. I mean, y'all that serve God, y'all know he could be comical sometimes. He could cut up. He cuts up sometimes. He does. So when it says Samson reveals his source of strength, because I have the oh my God. Y'all, I can't talk. I'm losing words today. But it's okay. I know I have the teaching Bible. So mine has references and everything, and it kind of breaks it down to you so you can understand different verses. It doesn't do each verse, but it breaks it down to where you can understand it. And it's just one verse where, so in verse 18 of Judges 16, it says, and when Delilah saw that he had told her all his heart, she sat and called for the lords of the Philistines, saying, come up this once, for he hath showed me all his heart. Snitching. Then the lords of the Philistines came up unto her and brought money into her hand. So they don't pay her off for getting all this information about Samson for them. And she made him sleep upon her knees, and she called for a man, and she caused him to shave off the 7 locks of his head. And she began to afflict him, and his strength went from him. And she said, the Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And he awoke out of his sleep and said, I will go out as at other times before and shake myself. And he wist not that the Lord was departed from him. So, and then Samson was captured by the Philistines. So again, it's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. But anyway, Lord, if I find favor in your sight, Lord, please hear my heart's cry. I'm desperately waiting to be where you are. I'll cross the hottest desert. I'll travel near or far for your glory. I will do anything just to see you, to behold you as my King, for your glory. King. I want to be where you are. I gotta be where you are. I want to be where you are. For your glory, I will do anything just to see you, to behold you as my King. For your glory, yeah, I will do anything just to see you, to behold you as my King. I want to be where you are. I gotta be where you are. Peace is where you are. Love is where you are. For your glory, I will do anything just to see you, to behold you as my King. Guys, thank you for those few minutes. I'm sorry that I had to break my live up. Too much going on. And again, somebody was at my door, so I had to get the door. But again, I apologize. I'll make sure I include both segments. You guys just do what I suggested. Take some time out daily to read your word and apply it to your life. It's always something in there for you. You should always get something out of it. I love you guys. God bless you. Have a great day. Love you.